over the last few months, I have been receiving one mail on a daily basis, and that is about that, ma'am, I'm applying on a daily basis to hundreds of applications of a job. In fact, I have learned from your batches itself, and I have really gained a expertise on DA specific subject or data science specific subject, and have a very good experience in solving the lead code specific problems for DSA. And now I am fully set, but the issue is that my resume is not getting shortlisted. So when I try to review all those resumes, I find a common pattern. What many people believe that they try to create a single resume and they send this resume to multiple firms in one go. When I ask from them that, why you have done that, they will be like, "Ki, if I'm applying for DA specific job, what should I change in that? Because my domain will remain the same. And if let's say the company is hiring for DA specific role only, then ideally I should send the DA specific resume only to that specific firm. So if let's say hundreds of companies are hiring for DA specific role, let's say as a fresher, so why should I need to change the resume?" Now the answer is ki every company has a different JD. They have a different keyword setting in their own ATS system, because of which your resume will get shortlisted. So today, I will try to share with you one interesting approach where I will take my own resume for demonstration. I have taken one job description from LinkedIn and will try to showcase you that, how you can write an effective prompt and you can review your resume on your own. For example, let's say it's been almost 2 years. I have not applied to any specific firm. But before that, when I applied to the companies, I used to practice this only. I used this GenAI tools, reviewed my resume from there, and I gained a lot of insights from there itself to make changes and to make sure that it is ATS compliant as well. Today, I will try to share with you the similar prompt with you all, and just try to make sure that whenever you are sending your resume to any specific firm, any specific company, you will practice this specific thing and just try to make sure that this will be ATS compliant and maximum match coverage should be there. So now I am sharing my screen with you all. Just make sure that you will listen the discussion till the very end, and then do let me know in the comment section of this video that whether the specific discussion will be helpful for you all or not, to review your own resume. And you can let me know what are the positives and negatives you gained in your resume itself from that tool. One more thing, I'm using over here ChatGPT. You can use other tools as well. I'm just over here showcasing your demonstration of it, which will be, I believe, helpful for everyone, specifically the freshers who have the specific question. So with that, let's get started. So now I hope that my screen is properly visible to everyone. Over here, you will observe that I have taken my own resume for demonstration purpose, where you can find the education details of mine, the work experience, current company, previous company, right? After that, you can see a skills and strengths section, uh, where I have mentioned whatever be the skill set or the expertise I have. Afterwards, you can see there is a section of honor and highlights. I have talked about the scholarship and regarding the technical review of the book, Ultimate Java for DA and machine learning. Then I have talked about my research in while pursuing my master's from IIT Hyderabad. And after that, I have talked about the publications. Now, this is the resume which I have modified almost an year back. And maybe today, let's say I'm looking for any specific job role. So, what I will do is I'll go to my LinkedIn, and after that, I'll, let's say, go inside this job section. And let's suppose that whatever job I'm looking for, let's say I'm looking for data scientist job, I will just go ahead and search about it. Once you will search about it, you will find the positions for the specific role. Let's suppose that I have seen a position of data scientist at EXL. That's the first thing which is coming up. And inside this, if you will see at the about the job section, you will observe that the complete JD is there, job description is there, what exactly they are looking for, what are the technical skills, what is the exact experience they're expecting. And let's suppose that I am a person who is very much interested for this specific role. I want to apply for this specific role. Now, you can imagine the same scenario for you as well. And if, let's say, I will have to review my own resume with the help of these Gen AI tools, what will I do? I have just copy pasted this entire thing in my notepad. You can see I have just copy pasted about the job, key responsibilities, technical skills, same thing you will find. I have just done a copy paste over here. Now, on top of it, you will find that there is one prompt which I have mentioned. It's very important that when you are asking anything to the ChatGPT or any of the Gen AI specific tools, you will define a role first of all for them so that they will give you the critical insights. I have mentioned that, hey, I want you to help me evaluate and improve my resume for a specific job. Act as an experienced recruiter, because uh, once you define a role, then it will try to give you a very interesting insights about your resume. So I have mentioned that, hey, you are now an experienced recruiter and you have to let's say, shortlist my resume. So, what are the core things which you will see? So, I have mentioned that, hey, you are a experienced recruiter and resume specialist. The job I'm applying for is data scientist, because in EXL, that is the job role they have mentioned. Now, I have just copied this entire thing as I have mentioned. After this, you will see what I have mentioned. When you give me the response, see, the more depthness you will provide in your prompt, better results you will get. It's like if you're asking a question to any person, if you will mention that this is a kind of a response I'm looking forward from you, so your whosoever you are asking the question will see and think like that and will provide the response like that, right? Same thing will happen in these Gen AI tools. So you can mention that, please structure my response under this section. Just first of all, think about job fit and relevance analysis. Assess how well my profile aligns with the role requirement. Identify the experience, project, accomplishment that are most relevant to this position. Highlight any achievements that should be given greater visibility or moved higher in the resume. I always say, if let's say you feel that your education qualification is not that much your strength, maybe you have a low CGPA, or let's suppose your college is not tier 1, tier 2, you have better projects with you. Maybe you have to think ki, how can I highlight that more, and maybe I can push below this educational details. But if let's say you are from tier 1 or tier 2 college, maybe from IIT, from NIT, from Stanford, so in that specific case, obviously that is your core strength. So accordingly you can just move your things here and there. So you can see, explain which parts of my background would be most attractive to the hiring team. I have asked this as the first part. In the second part, I have mentioned that just check the ATS keyword and terminology assessment. Now, it will extract the most important keywords, technical skills, competences, phrases from the JD. It will identify the keywords that are currently missing, specifically in my resume, underrepresented, or could be incorporated more effectively. Now, you can see how clearly I have mentioned that this is something which I'm looking forward from you as a response. So you can see, recommend role specific terminology, business language, measurable metrics that would help me to strengthen the ATS performance. Third important thing is the gap analysis and positioning strategy. So I have mentioned that wherever you feel that there is something missing in my resume, please let me know. Whether it's about qualification, tools, technologies, certifications, experiences, and then suggest the transferable skills, adjacent experiences, or accomplishment which can be used to compensate for these gaps. After that, I have mentioned that recommend practical ways to reframe the existing experience to better align with the employer's expectation. Now, categorize the gaps as critical, moderate, or minor, so that I get to know that, okay, if let's say in my resume I have a gap, it's okay, but are they critical, which I have to focus on priority? Are they moderate? Or maybe there are a minor gap, which maybe if not required, I can ignore as well. Then the fourth important thing is resume enhancement recommendation. Obviously, when I'm reviewing, I am sharing in my resume to review, I want that if there is anything which I can enhance, so it will tell to me, right? So provide section by section feedback, recommend additions, removals, or rewrites to improve the clarity, impact, and relevance. By the way, I'll share with you this entire prompt and you can take a help of it. And now in future, rather than first of all mailing to me, you can first of all try and get a review from this chat gpt or similar tools. You will see that they will provide interesting feedback to you if you write this kind of an effective prompt, right? So rewrite the weak bullet points using strong action words, quantifiable outcomes, business impact. Now you can read about further things, because over here redundant information is something which I can see that it's a common issue in many resumes. We don't want that anything to be redundant in the resume, because you already have a limited one page ideally, and if you will repeat the same things again and again, it doesn't make sense. After that, ATS optimization review. This is one of the most common concern many learners have. Ki, I have tried to make the resume in a better way, but still my ATS score is very low. So over here, this specific fifth point will help you to enhance that specific score. So estimate the current ATS math score for this job. Provide the expected ATS score after implementing the recommendations, and suggest the formatting improvements. And in the last, I have mentioned the final action plan. Ki you can just list me the top 10 changes that would highest impact on improving my chances of getting shortlisted. So I have mentioned the recommendations into three priorities. I want them to give me into three priorities: high priority, medium priority, and low priority. Okay. So what I have done, once I created this prompt, I went back to ChatGPT. Over here, I have attached my resume. Same prompt, I have just copy pasted, and then you can see the response. I'm getting an overall match assessment, because as I have mentioned, now I'm applying for EXL. Tomorrow, let's say I'm applying for any other firm, maybe Microsoft. Day after tomorrow, let's say I'm applying for Amazon. So you have to do the same thing, same exercise for every specific company, because JD is different, right? So you will get this score different for every specific JD. That's why it's very important that we will keep on changing the resume as and when we're applying for different firms. Common resume will not be helpful for you. So you can see the current fit is 82 out of 100. That's good. But obviously, we can enhance it and make it more than 90 at least. So you can see that it is giving me the core strengths of my profile. For example, I have pursued MTech in AI from IIT Hyderabad, 4 years of experience, leadership experience, managing data scientist, deep learning NLP exposure, Gen AI LLM experience, published the AI research paper, Python, SQL, ML, statistics background, and AI product development experience. So now it told me that, okay, this is something which is a strength of yours, right? And if you will just mention this as a top part, maybe you will have a very high chance that your resume will get shortlisted. Now, most relevant experiences: as a lead data scientist at Turing, data science manager at Ineron, then IIT Hyderabad research. So it figured out that, okay, these three are the most important things. And why is that so? Because this is the relevant JD matches which happened over here. Now, achievements that should be highlighted more. For example, over here, I have mentioned regarding one specific project of AI chatbot. So, what it is saying that you should rewrite one line with respect to designed a AI powered chatbot with respect to the specific line. Designed and deployed AI powered chatbot with reducing learner support dependency by 50%. So now you can see that how amazingly it will not only providing me the strength, but also showcasing me that where exactly the weaknesses are, what should be highlighted more, and in which specific context. So it's all about how you're writing a prompt, and based on that, you will be amazed to see that based on your resume, it will give you the customized lines. And that is where many people are failing. So when I also share the feedback to them, this is a common thing which I have mentioned, that maybe you have not written the project part in a clear way, or maybe whatever projects you have to highlight more based on the current JD, you're not highlighting it. So over here you can see I have mentioned that working on RLHF project, it's in Turing, I think. So rewrite it as led RLHF initiative to improve the reasoning quality and robustness of a frontier LLMs through prompt engineering, failure mode analysis, high quality training data generation. So you can see how amazingly it will rewrite that specific thing for me. Then team leadership, I have mentioned leading team of 6 members. So it rewrite it as managed and mentored a team of 6 AI engineers and data scientists, improving the delivery quality. Now, I have mentioned, if you remember in the prompt, that can you just let me know the most attractive aspects? So it mentioned that for a hiring team, the most important things are that you have pursued IIT Hyderabad AI degree, published IEEE research paper, you have a Turing LLM experience, AI product development experience, team management experience, exposure to enterprise clients, and generative AI expertise. These actually differentiates you from typical data science application. So, based on your resume, based on your educational part, based on your work experience, it will give you your strengths. And everybody's strength will be different, right? Similarly, when we talk about ATS keyword and terminology assessment, you will see that what it is highlighting as a high priority keyword from JD. After this, missing or underrepresented keywords. For example, these are the critical things which I have missed in my resume. These are the moderate ones, and these are the nice to have ones. Then gap, you can see MLOps is something which I have missed. Product deployment is something which I have missed. Scikit-learn, TensorFlow, PyTorch experience is something which I have missed. So yes, these are the important stuffs which I supposed to add in my resume, but maybe I have missed it. And it is important especially for this specific JD. So maybe if let's say in future I am applying for this specific job role, I will incorporate all those changes in my resume as well. Again, the positioning strategy, resume enhancement recommendations, you can now have a look onto it. I mean, you will be amazed to see it will be giving you the estimated ATS score if I will just keep on adding these specific things. So you can see after the changes, it is saying to me that your ATS score will improve to 91 to 94, which is quite good, right? Now, do one thing, try to do the similar stuff at your end for your resume. Try to check that what are the changes it is giving to you. Incorporate them, and do let me know that whether your resume ATS score have been improvised or not. In the comment section, I'm looking forward to your responses. With that, I hope that you find this entire discussion very helpful. Do let me know in the comment section, and I will see you all in my upcoming videos. Bye bye, everyone, and all the best for your journey for searching the further companies for the interview part. Bye bye. See ya.